Hello YouTube, this is my 32 weeks pregnancy update. My hair's crazy because I haven't straightened it, so that's why I look really creepy right now. Um, so I think it was my 28 weeks uh, doctor's appointment. Actually no, I think it was, well, yeah, it was my 28 weeks. I went in to my doctor's appointment and I had gained, I think, about like 4 pounds, 4 or 5 pounds in the past month. And my doctor was like, "Oh, well, that's not really that good because you've been progressing so slowly in your weight, and then you all of a sudden get this, like, huge spike or whatever." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So I've only gained 14 pounds since I got pregnant, so, I mean, I'm 32 weeks, and, well, I was 28 weeks. And then I go in last week, which was 31 weeks. Yeah, 31 weeks. And I lost 2 pounds. So basically, I've only gained like 12 pounds. I don't know why I lost it. But, anyways, my 28th week, I did my glucose test. Worst thing ever. I love sweets. Like, I mean, this is my number one craving. It's really bad, but I love sugary stuff. I love it so much. And uh they didn't give me an option on what drink to take, so they just gave me an orange one. And orange is like, I hate orange anything. It's so gross. And I drank it, and at first I was like, well, this isn't that bad. I mean, it's sugary, but it's not that bad. But once I got to like halfway drinking I just was like, ooh, I'm gonna throw up. It was bad, and so I like forced the rest of it down, and I drank it within like a minute, literally, because it was so gross. I just like chugged it, and I was like, ugh. 10 minutes into the test, I started feeling really nauseous and really hot. And Brantley was just like sitting there. He was like, I don't know how to handle this. And so they didn't want me to leave the lab, so I had to wait in the waiting room. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. Like, I'm gonna throw up. Like, I never throw up. Like, ever. Didn't have morning sickness. I still haven't had it. Um, the one time I did throw up was when I was like around like, it was like 2 months ago or a month ago. Uh, I drank some Sprite and I threw it up like an hour later. And that's the only time I've thrown up during this pregnancy. So I got up and to go get a trash can in case I threw up. Once I got up, I started feeling really dizzy and like I was gonna black out. My boyfriend was out in the car, charging his phone, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna pass out, and he's not gonna be here to like catch me. And so I like grabbed the trash can and hurried up and sat down. And then I felt like a lot better. I was like, well, that's weird. And so like 30 minutes into the test, he came back in the waiting room, and I went to the bathroom because I really had to go, and I felt fine. And then I came back, and this was about 40 minutes into the test, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm starting to feel like crap again. Like, I was getting like really nauseous, and he was like, my boyfriend was talking about food and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to eat. Like, I don't want to eat anything. And he's like, do you really feel that bad? I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm about to puke my guts out. And literally like 5 minutes before they drew my blood, um, the lady came out to bring me back to get my blood taken, and I threw up. I threw all that crap up, and I was so mad. Like, but at least I threw up in the trash can, and I was just so upset. And they were like, the nurses were about to say like, oh well, you didn't keep it in your system long enough and stuff. And then they just like decided, okay, we're gonna take your blood because it should still be on there. Like, it should say if you passed or not. So they took my blood after I got done throwing up everything, and I passed, thank God. And then after that, we went to Cece's Pizza and picked out, and I felt so much better. But yeah, I passed my glucose test, thank God. I never want to do that again. Brantley was pissed off and did not like that. What else? Oh, I went to, how many weeks was I? I was a day away from 30 weeks, and I got an ultrasound done for his growth, and this is the best picture they got of him. And look at his nose. He has daddy's nose. They got more pictures, but they're not as good as that one because he had his hands in front of his face like the whole time, and he looks really pissed off. But they said that he weighed 3 pounds 10 ounces at 30 weeks, so he weighs about 4 pounds now. And let me tell you, this is like the worst thing I've ever gone through. Like, now that I'm 32 weeks, like, I know he's like around like 4 pounds, but like he's like putting so much pressure already on my cervix and bladder. So I feel like I'm about to pee my pants all the time whenever I'm standing up, and I feel like I have to pee all the time, even though I don't have to. And it is driving me crazy. I'm just like, I'm ready to get this baby out. But I get another ultrasound on April 5th, which is going to be in about 2 weeks. Or next week. No, the week after next. So, yeah, like 2 weeks. Yeah, well. No? Yeah. I have pregnancy brain really bad. But I'll be 34 weeks whenever I go to that appointment. And they're just going to check his growth again. I think they're, like, worried about my weight. I don't know. Because they wanted me to gain, like, 20 to 30 pounds. And I've only gained, like, 12. So, I mean, I think my mom gained, like, 17 with me. So, I don't know. It's really depends. Like, because of my thyroid condition, I think that's why. Because I have to take medicine for my thyroid every day. And that's why I have all these ultrasounds. But I'm hoping they get better pictures of his face at the ultrasound, because we obviously didn't get that many good ones. I'm trying to think. My baby showers, I'm gonna have 2 baby showers, and they're coming up. And oh, today is actually me and my boyfriend's 1-year anniversary. Hey. And it's been a very long year. It feels like it's been short, but it has been long and exhausting. Like, it's really surprising because I haven't been with anyone like for a whole year. Like, I've been with people for like I've been with this guy for like 4 years, but we were on and off that entire time. We were never together for just a full year, not breaking up or anything. This has been a full year without breaking up or anything. We've had a ton of fights, but that's because I am crazy since I'm pregnant, and my hormones are insanely crazy. But yeah, so today, March 21st, is our 1 year. He's at work, which sucks because he usually has nights off, and Thursday is his one night that he has to stay all day. So I'm stuck at home, and I guess I'll show my belly. And I moved into a new house, so that's why I'm like in a different setting. I'm getting fat. There's belly. I'll lift my shirt up. There's Mr. Brantley. Hope nobody's watching. I have the door open. That is the big baby. My belly button's poking out more. But yeah, that's crazy. Little baby. I can't really think of anything else I need to talk about. I don't know. My boobs are leaking bad. That was random, but they're leaking like a lot worse now, and it is getting gross. And I'm just like, oh, I am in for it whenever he's here. I'm just ready to have Brantley, and I only have like 2 months left, which is gonna feel like an eternity. But hopefully it goes by fast. Like, it feels like it's already going by like pretty slow, which is really like, it sucks because like I heard like last month was like the slowest month. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to have this baby. But hopefully he will be measuring farther along than what he really is, and I'll get to have him earlier. I don't know, but I'm just ready. We don't have everything, so basically I'm technically not ready, but I'm ready to have him and get it over with. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.